Hello everyone! Welcome back to another 1v1 Warhammer battle. This is going to be Sigvald leading the forces of Chaos versus Beastmen. And you can see that I am deployed basically at the very far back of my deployment zone because I made... Basically, this is just a counter Beastmen army. So what's the thing that you fear the most out of Beastmen? They're Gorbals. So I thought with the new upgraded metal lore, which I brought a Chaos Sorcerer medal here on top of a Flying Beast to have Fear and Terror, brought the two weakening spells here. One of these is for an AoE general debuff to the enemy army, and then the other one is going to be Plague of Rust, which lowers enemy armor by 60 if you overcast it for 44 seconds. I brought 3 Horse Masters specifically to team up with the Metal of Lore to first sap their armor down to 40 and then focus them down with Horse Masters. Because once you focus down Gorbals, I find that the enemy Beastman army is not that strong, so that's the entire idea between this combo right here with the 3 Horse Masters, because these guys don't have many much armor piercing damage. I think it's like maybe 10. Let's just double check. 8. It's 8 armor piercing damage. But if you knock those things down, armor down to 40, well, that 37 missile damage can be significant. And on top of that, Gorbals are one of the few units in the Beastman arsenal that actually have decent armor, so these guys will also work pretty well against anything else that the Beastman can bring. Now, I know I usually just go over army compositions and that's all, but this army I made specifically to counter Beastman, and I just want to let you know what the purpose of the army is. But back here, we also have a group of Forsaken, because Forsaken do really well against almost any unit that the Beastman can bring. In terms of infantry, that is. I'm backing their leadership up with 2 aspiring champions that are being led by Prince Sigvald, and then I have 3 Chaos Warriors with halberds, because the only thing that are really from the Beastmen are monstrous creatures and Gorbals. And then I also brought a Chaos Warhound of Poison just to have some poison or have it intercept forces if I needed to. So that is the idea behind my army. For the Beastmen army, they are being led by Malagor the Dark Omen, who brought Traitorkin, and I can't remember the other spell he brought. Savage Dominion, maybe? Then we also have the 2 Gorbals, which is standard. And then the front line, they have 3 Bestigors, which I honestly was not expecting 3. Backed up by 2 Gore herds with shields. Over here on the flanks, we have Ungor Spearman herds, 4 of them each. And then 2 Minotaurs with great weapons, because these are meant to counteract my... probably the current meta of Chaos is bring Kolek and 2 Shaggoths, because it's a hard thing to beat. Or it can be, anyway. So I'm guessing that's why they brought these 2 Minotaurs there, because it's so popular for Chaos. And then a Chaos Warhound Poison over there. So that is the army compositions. I have it paused because we're about to get right into it. So because I knew I needed a lot of time to try and kite this enemy army, that is why I deployed in the very back instead of the very front, because the very front is like right here, very back is over here. Now, I'm not going to move the army around, really. Like, I could be a dick and like move all the way into the corner or something, but I'm not going to do that. But I will deploy in the back of my zone. So right here, we're going to get hit with Traitorkin, and it will slow our speed, which I think was the purpose of that spell, because Traitorkin doesn't do too much damage to enemy, large units like this, or large unit sizes, I should say. And right here, I'm going to cast the Overcast of Plague and Rust, and just the first salvo, you can see it does a lot of damage, but I am going to be ran off by these Chaos Warhounds of Poison, and so to respond to that, I'm going to start bringing up my Chaos Warhounds of Poison, because I cannot afford to have these guys screening me. I'm going to do some damage to them, and I'm going to try and threaten them with my Chaos Metal Lore Sorcerer here, and they're going to run away. And now I'm going to start attacking these Minotaurs because they are coming at me. And again, the normal Minotaurs only have a 35 armor, so these guys' high missile damage will wreck Minotaurs. Oh, I did try and get one additional salvo in on the Gorbal before the spell ended up, though. But you can see one throw. Look how much damage it did in one throw to the normal Minotaurs. Horse Masters are really good. I have been a supporter of theirs ever since they were released. God, it's been a few months now, but I think they are a good unit. A very good skirmishing unit. Look at that, because they have such high missile damage. 30. Look at them wrecking this Minotaur. Who needs Shaggoths? Just get these guys. As long as you can protect them, and that's why I'm really worried, because these Chaos Warhounds there. And it was a good move because they cast Traitorkin on me again to slow my speed by minus 24%, and then it almost enabled these Chaos Warhounds to actually catch us. Actually, I guess they did a little bit. But now I have my puppies nearby. We also have the Sorcerer nearby. I don't want to drop him into this kind of like willy-nilly, because if you just drop into the middle of a Chaos Warhound pack, they can just continually poison him and make sure that he never leaves the ground, and then these guys would pounce on him along with the Gorbals, and my Chaos Sorcerer would probably be dead like that. Because Chaos Warhounds are really good at keeping flying units on the ground because they poison them, they slow them, and they're just very fast to keep up with them. So here we go, we cast another of the Plague of Rust, so he's now down to 40 armor. You can see the amount of damage we were just doing to this Gorbal before they even meet our army. I did reposition from a little bit. I moved down here to try and get on their right flank here. But look at all that damage! these Horse Masters are doing. But now they're going to catch me because they got another Traderkin, so I'm going to have to throw in like a sacrificial Chaos Warhound here, because these guys are more important to my plan than the Chaos Warhounds are. So they're going to be a sacrificial lamb, hold up these Minotaurs while allowing my Horse Masters free. And now we're going to start charging the enemy with our Forsaken front line, backed up by the Aspiring Champions. Going to try and make sure that my Chaos Halberds are going to be plugged into wherever their Minotaurs and their Gorbles are. But you can see before the battle even starts, this Minotaur is almost dead, and this Gorble is below half health. So that's not too shabby. And so we're going to try and keep the pressure on by using our Horse Masters to now focus down on this Minotaur, because we don't have Plague of Rust up currently. So we're going to hit the unit that has very low armor. The Forsaken do really well against the enemy infantry, as you can see here. You do see that we have a Plague of Rust, I think? Oh, no, I'm sorry, Transmutational Lead. So I wanted to really win my left flank, so that's why I put Transmutational Lead right here to try and help fight against this Gorble and these Bestigors. We're going to be throwing Sigvald in there as well. I'm also going to be throwing in the Chaos Sorcerer soon-ish. You have these Minotaurs are almost dead as well. Just doing so much damage from these Horse Masters. They're doing really good. You can see my right flank is going to fall because we're dealing with 2 Bestigors over here. We're dealing with 2 Minotaurs as well, what's left of them, and including Malagor. I knew this flank was going to not last that long. I thought they'd hold on a little bit longer. But that's why I put all my forces over here, because I wanted to at least destroy one of their flanks since they were going to destroy one of ours. But these Aspiring Champions are going to hold for a very long time. Kind of surprisingly, actually. So now you can see the Minotaurs chew through our right flanks. They're going to try and catch our Horse Masters, but I'm not going to let that happen. So I'm keeping all my attention on these guys because we need them. You can see how much damage they've dealt to the 2 Minotaurs with great weapons here. And they did so much damage to the Gorble, who I now hit with... Actually, I didn't hit him with the Plague of Rust. I thought I did. But you can see this... Actually, I think I did. Because that's how we brought him down so fast. Because this is the other Gorble, too. Maybe I just missed that. But yeah, so with another Plague of Rust here, focusing down their MVP units with support from our Halberds and Prince Sigvald. When they only have 40 armor, like Prince Sigvald has high weapon damage. Maybe not high armor piercing, but you don't need armor piercing when they only have 40 armor. So again, I think the metal lore really works well against Beastmen, because if you shut down their MVP units, the rest of their army is not that strong. But right now you can see we're dealing with 1 Bestigor here with our Chaos Sorcerer. Sigvald is going to be chasing off these Minotaurs with great weapons. And now dealing with the 1 Minotaur that is left to cast another Transmutational Lead to lower the amount of damage and melee attack from the Minotaurs and these Bestigors. Also, we're terrorizing them now with the Chaos Sorcerer Metal. Our Skirmishing Cav is still alive, almost has used up all its ammunition, finishing off the secondary Minotaur with great weapons. Malagor is coming back in, but he has really no chance against a Manticore mounted Chaos Sorcerer. And I'm also going to be throwing Sigvald in against Malagor now that the Minotaurs are now routing. You can see one of the Gorbles has come back. I believe they are sent back into combat here soon. But now my Chaos Sorcerer is going to be dealing with Malagor. And we're just wrapping up what is left of the Ungor Spearmen over here. The Bestigors are still pressing on, but our our Forsaken and our Chaos Warriors are holding them off right now. Throwing what I have left into the backs of the Bestigors. Now I'm going to start doing cycle charges with my Chaos Marauders. Something to keep in mind, they are still decent shock. Well, they're decent light cav with their charge bonus. But you definitely don't want to keep them in prolonged melee combat. But if you can just use them to cycle charge over and over again, you can still get more work done with them, even after throwing all of their javelins. And over here, again, Malagor had no chance against these two because he is not really that much of a melee fighter. But now here comes the secondary Gorble, but he is now by himself in a battle against Halberds, Chaos Sorcerer on a Manticore, Sigvald, so he doesn't really have too much of a chance on his own. I'm going to have the Chaos Sorcerer actually go over here, terrorize these two, break this clump, and now we're going to assist this fight with the Aspiring Champions, who are still fighting over here by themselves. So we're going to get reinforcements here with the Marauder Horse Masters, and we are going to cause a chain rout and winning the day against the Beastman Horde this time. So a good game to Manbreed? Manbreed. This is the first time I've used this army that I know of, consciously anyway, to try and counter the Beastmen specifically, and I think it worked out pretty well. The metal lore, laughed at for basically a year straight, definitely has a big impact if you use it on Gorbles. Just isolating and destroying key targets with the Plague of Rust. You see how well it works on the Beastmen there. So for kills, the Forsaken for the most part did pretty well. I guess these guys are probably on the right flank and got shut down pretty hard. But the other two Forsaken did really well. Halberds did okay. This one did not. The Horse Masters got a low amount of kills, but the kills they got were important. They dealt so much damage to those Gorbles with the Plague of Rust, and then the just normal Minotaurs with great weapons. They dealt so much damage. And the Chaos Puppies saved the day by allowing these guys to run away, basically. For Manbreed here, the Gorbles did not get as much time to really wreak havoc. The Ungor Spearmen had little chance against our Forsaken front line. The Goreherds did slightly better. The Bestigors did slightly better. Minotaur still got a decent amount of kills, even though I was trying to focus them down as well. But yeah, good game to Man Breed. I hope you enjoyed the Sigvald anti-Beastman army, and let's watch a cinematic view of this battle. Oh. I don't think people really expect the Marauder Horsemasters. Although, that Traderkin is a good spell. Just for slowing their speed anyway. Also looks pretty cool.
Give us ruin! Yes! Charge them! Charge! On demand! Faster! Get them! For the blood god! Going now! Ruinous powers! Faster! Going! Quick! Run!
Hey, get out of here, puppies.
Fight! Get them! For the blood god! Ooh. Charge them! Run! Moving! Faster! Charge! End them! Slaughter!
Now here I did give an attack order on the puppies because they were so far away, but they started to back off, so I had to cancel at the last moment.
Bring us to carnage! Going! Stop them! Moving! Real fire! Fight! Quick! End them!
Second plague of rust, go!
Now! Going! On demand! Moving out! For the blood god! Alright!
Puppies save the day! Sacrifice yourselves! No, you poor puppies. These Ungor Spearmen have literally no chance against Forsaken.
Kill them all!
Although a Gorbel does sound like
To the slaughter! Ford's honor! Give us slaughter! Going!
Now these Forsaken over here have a little bit more to deal with.
Retreat! Moving! It is done! The gods are pleased!
Forsaken are like, let's get the hell out of here. These champions, man, they're gonna hold this side by themselves forever.
Kill them all! Now! Going! Moving! For the black god! Faster! Yes! Kill them! The gods demand it! Going! So be it!
Okay, I wanted to show Sigvald's attack, but you know, he got pushed over. It's cool, it's fine.
My soul is my own! Blood god! Now! Take that soul!
Oh, I was hoping to show the fight with Sigvald. Okay, never mind. Malagor's already dead.
Give us carnage! Kill them! Move! Close on the sheep! Time for this. This world will die! We want their lives! Get them! God damn it!
Yeah, chase that Gorbel off. Sigvald, mother... anyway, thanks for watching the battle, everybody. Hope you enjoyed it. I will see you all in the next one. Take care.